Let's get right to it. Crypto researcher Rob Cunningham just laid out a bold prediction for XRP's future. He believes the price could rise to $5 to $15 in the short term, and even reach $20 to $75 in the long term. That's a major leap from where XRP sits today. Now, Cunningham didn't pull these numbers out of thin air. He backed his projections with a mix of real-world utility, increasing institutional demand, and key developments around regulation and liquidity. So in this video, let's go through each of the reasons he gave, what they mean, and how realistic they are. First, Hidden Road. You might not know this name yet, but you probably will soon. In April, Ripple acquired Hidden Road, a global multi-asset prime brokerage, for $1.25 billion. This company processes about $10 billion in trading volume every single day. That's huge. Cunningham argues that if even 30% of Hidden Road's trades were to settle on the XRP ledger, that would mean around $3 billion in daily transactions using XRP. Over a year, that's about $1.5 trillion. To make that happen, a lot of XRP would need to be locked up to support liquidity. Cunningham estimates this could be around 2.7 billion XRP, or 5% of the current circulating supply. And when supply goes down while demand remains steady or goes up, prices usually follow. This is where his $5 to $15 short-term forecast comes in. Next, the rise of ETFs and futures. Right now, there are 11 XRP ETF applications filed with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC. That's a big signal. One of the most notable is the Teucrium 2X Long Daily XRP ETF, which hit $35 million in assets under management just days after its launch. Cunningham points to these as proof of growing interest from institutional investors. And it doesn't stop there. On May 19th, 2025, the CME Group, which is one of the largest financial derivatives exchanges in the world, is expected to launch XRP futures. That's important. Futures allow large financial players, like hedge funds and asset managers, to gain regulated exposure to assets like XRP. It's a step toward mainstream adoption. And as history shows with Bitcoin and Ethereum, institutional access often helps drive prices up. The key date to watch is May 22nd, 2025, when the SEC is expected to decide on Grayscale's spot XRP ETF. If it's approved, that could be a turning point. Third, ISO 20022 and XRP's advantage in global finance. Cunningham highlights that Ripple, the company behind XRP, is already compliant with ISO 20022, a messaging standard that will soon power 80% of high-value global transactions. Now, to be clear, XRP as a token isn't officially labeled as ISO 20022 compliant, but its close relationship with Ripple's infrastructure leads many to believe it's well-positioned to benefit. Analysts have noted that over $434 billion is processed every day through ISO 20022 systems. If XRP becomes a preferred token in that environment, especially for real-time cross-border settlements, its demand could increase dramatically. Then there's the rise of real-time payments in the U.S. We're talking about FedNow, the Federal Reserve's real-time payment service. While XRP isn't directly involved in FedNow, Cunningham suggests the broader movement toward instant, low-cost settlement systems supports XRP's overall value. If financial institutions start looking for faster alternatives to traditional bank transfers, and they see XRP as a mature, ready-to-go option, that could open up another wave of utility-driven demand. So what does that leave us? According to Cunningham, all these developments, the Hidden Road acquisition, the expansion of ETFs and futures, ISO 20022 adoption, and a trend toward real-time payments, are converging at the right time. And that's why he boldly says, if XRP isn't between $30 and $75 by the end of 2025, I'd be in utter disbelief. That's a strong statement. But let's pause for a moment and ask, is this realistic? Well, on the one hand, these are not just hopeful guesses. Each of the elements mentioned is grounded in actual developments, acquisitions, filings, launch dates. The numbers are based on transaction volume, not hype. On the other hand, crypto markets are unpredictable. Regulatory changes, market sentiment, and macroeconomic factors can all play a role in either boosting or limiting price movement. XRP has been through ups and downs before, especially during its legal battle with the SEC. So while the path to $75 might seem ambitious, the foundation Cunningham outlines is worth paying attention to. Whether it happens in 2025 or takes a little longer, the growing integration of XRP into global finance is no longer just a theory. It's unfolding in real time. Thanks for watching. And if you're tracking XRP, let me know in the comments. Do you think these predictions are possible? Or is the market still too uncertain to call?